Remember that time everyone thought Pokemon Stars was a sure thing?
Oh, yeah.
Like, the internet was absolutely convinced.
Right?
Turns out
Yeah.
we got Ultra Sun and Moon instead.
Totally.
But it just goes to show you, right? When it comes to Pokemon, like, everyone's on the lookout for hints of what's next.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And especially with Gen 10.
Oh, tell me about it.
The rumor mill is out of control.
It's like wildfire, right?
It makes sense, though.
It really does.
Pokemon kind of perfected that whole thing,
Yeah.
drop in those little mysterious clues.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
But here's the thing.
Okay.
We're not just blindly following the hype this time around.
Right.
We've got your articles, your forums, all those juicy details.
We did our homework.
Exactly. This is like detective work.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Figuring out if Gen 10 is actually on the way and what it might look like.
Okay, so basically we're separating fact from Pokefluff, right?
100%.
Right. Love it. So, first things first, the question on everyone's mind,
Hit me with it.
when are we actually getting our hands on this thing? When's the release date?
Because Nintendo doesn't just drop a whole new Pokemon generation out of nowhere, right?
Right, they've got a pattern.
Exactly. There's a
Yeah.
rhythm to it.
Yeah.
So Scarlet and Violet,
2022.
2020, right. So you would think, okay, maybe 2025 is reasonable.
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
Except, there's an except.
Always an except.
Disney.
Comicbook.com found this leak, right? And this leaker, they've got a good track record.
Okay.
And they're saying, hold on to your hats, Gen 10, 2026.
2026, which...
Hold on a sec. That's not just any random year.
Exactly.
That's the big 3-0 Pokemon's 30th anniversary.
Can you imagine the marketing blitz?
Talk about a perfect time to drop a new generation, right?
Right. Huge milestone, deserves a flagship release,
Makes you think.
And here's another thing.
Okay, lay it on me.
What if this lines up with the rumored Switch 2 release?
Ooh. Okay, so we're talking new generation Pokemon on a next-gen console.
Think about it.
That's a lot to process.
Right. And to add fuel to that fire, Notebook check.
Yeah.
They found these job listings from Game Freak.
No way.
And they're talking about next generation hardware.
You think that's a coincidence?
I don't think so.
I'm with you. That's too perfect.
And think about it. A whole new console. That gives them so much more power.
Oh, absolutely.
Who knows what kind of crazy ideas they've got cooking.
I can only imagine.
Right.
Okay, but hold up. Before we get lost in, tech specs and all that,
Sure.
we got to talk location.
Yes.
Because that's where things get interesting.
It's like everyone's got their own theory.
Oh, tell me about it.
Right, about where Gen 10's going to take us.
It's like one of the most exciting parts of the whole pre-release hype.
Of course.
Because each new region, it's like its own little love letter to, a different part of the world.
Exactly.
So this read-write article, they're throwing out Italy and Greece as possibilities.
Interesting.
So they found this painting in Scarlet and Violet.
Right.
And it's labeled as being from a different region.
Okay.
And people are going crazy, like analyzing every little detail of the architecture.
Trying to match it up, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Which, wouldn't be the first time Pokemon did something like that.
No, not at all.
Right. Using in-game art to drop a hint.
Totally. There's always a but.
There's always a but.
All right, I'm waiting.
Screen Rant, they've got a pretty strong case for Australia.
Wait, really? Did they find like a hidden shrimp on the Barbie or something?
Even better, they found a painting of Uluru
No way.
tucked away in Scarlet and Violet.
Whoa.
That thing is massive.
Oh, for sure. You can't miss it.
Impossible to mistake for anything else.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like those little nods to Kalos they hid in Black 2 and White 2.
Exactly.
Pokemon just loves hiding those little Easter eggs,
They do.
And you know what? Speaking of going full detective mode, the Reddit threads about this are insane.
Oh, I bet.
Like Team Italy versus Team Australia.
No way!
Oh, yeah.
That's great.
It's full on with screenshots and everything.
I love it.
Both sides have such good points, too.
Which makes me think,
Okay.
maybe,
Yeah.
just maybe, Game Freak is pulling a fast one on us.
Okay, I'm listening.
What if this is all a distraction?
Ooh, a smoke screen.
Exactly. While they're secretly working on something we haven't even thought of.
All right, you officially have my attention. That's a twist I didn't see coming.
Right.
But that's what makes this whole thing so much fun.
Exactly.
Okay, so Gen 10's location, still a mystery.
For sure.
But let's say we crack the code, right? There's another big question.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
The gameplay.
Right.
Scarlet and Violet went all in on open world.
Yeah.
And, fans were kind of divided on that.
Yeah. Definitely a bold move. And like any big change, it wasn't perfect.
Totally.
Remember all those performance issues?
Oh, yeah. It was rough.
Comicbook.com even had an article. Nintendo actually had to apologize for it, you know?
Yeah, and Dexerto had a ton of articles. People were saying, like, please just ditch the open world for Gen 10.
Right. Like, it felt like Game Freak was pushing the Switch way too far.
Totally, totally.
But here's the thing.
Okay.
Remember those Family Boards threads you sent?
Oh, yeah. I love those.
There were some seriously wild ideas floating around.
Yeah.
For, like, how to actually make open world work, you know, especially with the Switch 2 on the horizon.
Ooh. Okay, you know I love a good fan theory, so lay it on me.
We're talking, like, full-on underwater exploration.
Whoa, hold on.
Like actual diving mechanics.
No way.
Underwater cities. Even get out.
And then someone suggested, like, Sky Islands, you know, building off of what Tears of the Kingdom did.
Okay, now that's just cool.
Right.
Imagine, like, soaring through the clouds with your Pokemon.
It would be insane.
Okay, so we're talking next level stuff here.
Next level.
But will Game Freak actually go for it? You
That
know?
was a big question.
Do they play it safe, or do they take another big swing?
Right.
It's a tough call.
And that leads us to what's always a game changer. The Gen 10 gimmick.
Oh, of course. Every generation has one, right? Mega Evolutions, Z moves, Dynamaxing.
Exactly. And Screen Rant actually has this theory about, this one I thought was pretty interesting.
Okay, what is it?
Abilities.
Ability.
Abilities, front and center.
Interesting.
Think about it, you know, every generation has that one battle mechanic they really focus on, right? And abilities have been around forever.
Oh, yeah, since, like, the beginning.
But they've never been the, like, main thing, you know?
It would be a cool way to switch things up, plus it would make sense thematically.
Exactly.
Abilities already add so much strategy, and we've seen them used in some cool ways outside of battles.
For sure.
What if Gen 10 just took that and ran with it?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Imagine, like, your abilities affect how you explore the world, solve puzzles, even how you talk to people.
Oh, and remember that Family Boards thread?
Yeah.
Someone suggested the games being called, like, Pokemon 1 and Pokemon 0.
Ooh, binary.
Right, like a whole digital, maybe even Matrix-esque theme.
Okay, now that's just cool.
And what if abilities tied into that somehow?
Whoa. Okay, you just blew my mind.
Remember, a digital world where your Pokemon's abilities determine how you, like, navigate cyberspace.
Exactly.
That's, like, next-gen Pokemon right there.
Right. It would be perfect for a brand new console.
Seriously.
New Switch, 30th anniversary.
It all just lines up.
Right. Such a huge opportunity to do something totally fresh and new.
It almost seems too perfect.
I know, right?
Like, Game Freak has to be thinking about this. There's no way they're not.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay, but before we get too carried away thinking about the future,
Right.
we got to show some love to the past, you know?
Of course.
Because the 30th anniversary, it's as much about looking back as it is looking forward.
Absolutely.
So let's talk throwbacks.
Okay.
What are some things Game Freak could bring back from previous generations, you know, to make Gen 10 legendary?
Ooh, man, where do we even begin?
Okay, those Italian-inspired starters have me ready to say ciao to Gen 9, but we gotta give some love to the Australia theory too, right?
Oh, for sure.
Because if Gen 10 does go down under, those starter Pokemon are going to be our first taste of, like, pure Outback awesomeness.
Absolutely. I mean, talk about a continent that's just overflowing with unique creatures.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
If I had to guess, you know, if I were like a betting Pokemon professor or something,
Okay, I like where this is going.
I'd say those starters, they'd have to have a certain, you know, rugged charm.
Oh, yeah, for sure. A little bit rough around the edges.
Exactly.
Okay, so what are we thinking? Give me your best Aussie starter pitch.
Ooh. Okay, let's see.
Hit me.
For pure, fiery personality.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with an echidna.
Oh, true.
I mean, they're practically like tiny little dragons already.
Yeah. With attitude.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Imagine like a fire-type echidna, right?
Yeah.
Just zipping around, leaving a trail of flames everywhere it goes.
Okay, a little ball of fire with an attitude. I like it. I like it a lot. But what about water type? We need something seriously unique. You know?
Okay. How about this? The platypus?
The platypus?
The platypus. I mean, come on. Is there a weirder animal on this planet?
Not a chance.
Part mammal, part like... Who even knows?
It's in its own category.
Exactly. Give me a venomous water-type platypus any day.
Oh, 100%. That's amazing.
Right.
The ultimate duck test Pokemon. I love it. Okay, but grass type, this might sound crazy, but what about a kangaroo?
Ooh, a kangaroo, you say?
Yeah, I know. We've had fighting type kangaroos before.
Right.
But we've never had a grass type. Right. It could, like, use its tail as a vine whip or something.
Oh, I love that.
Or it could have, like, boxing moves.
Yeah, like some powerful kicks.
Talk about a heavy hitter, right?
Imagine a grass-fighting kangaroo.
Dude, I am so on board with this.
Right.
I can already see the fan art. It's incredible.
It'd be amazing.
Oh, man, this is too much. I need Gen 10 in my life, like,
Yeah.
right now.
Right. The wait is killing me.
I know.
I gotta be patient. We still have some time before we get any official news.
I know. It's just the anticipation is real.
It's all part of the fun, right?
I know, you're right.
Yeah.
This whole deep dive has been amazing, though. I mean, seriously.
Oh, it's been great.
We went from, like, crazy rumors to brainstorming our own dream Pokemon. We talked about the release date mystery, the whole location debate that's, like, tearing the internet apart.
Which is still up in the air, by the way.
Oh, totally. We're nowhere near a conclusion on that one.
Nope.
And we even got into potential gameplay changes. Like, come on, how cool was that?
It was great.
And we can't forget about those throwbacks we came up with.
Oh, yeah, those were awesome.
Secret bases, but like online.
Imagine that.
Day-night cycles and seasons, but like reimagined.
So good.
Game Freak, if you're listening, we're putting in our requests.
Please make it happen.
Seriously. But you know what? With all the speculation, all the theorizing,
Yeah.
there's one thing that always makes Pokemon so special.
What's that?
Surprises.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, no matter how much we think we know, right?
Yeah.
Game Freak will always find a way to blow our minds.
Every single time.
Remember Mega Evolutions?
Out of nowhere.
Nobody saw that coming.
Nobody.
So yeah, we can talk about the past, we can dream about the future, but
Okay.
sometimes the best thing to do is just like sit back, relax,
And enjoy the ride.
and just get hyped.
Exactly.
Exactly. So listeners, here's your post-deep dive challenge.
Okay, hit him with it.
We talked about a lot of cool throwbacks today, right? But if you could bring back one thing from a previous Pokemon game,
Ooh, good question.
it could be a feature, a mechanic, anything, what would it be?
Yeah, what's your number one pick?
Head over to the comments and let us know.
We want to hear all your ideas.
Because we love geeking out with you guys. Until next time, trainers,
Keep catching them all.
and we'll see you on our next Deep Dive.